In last week's video, I discussed some of the foundational training that's important to establish in the first week with a puppy. We looked at ways of encouraging appropriate behavior and introducing markers and different types of reinforcement. Today, I'd like to introduce a few more specific training strategies and games that build on that prior experience. Now that we've begun to establish a relationship with the puppy, the next major task to begin working on is socialization. Socializing your puppy early is the standard advice among dog training professionals because it is known to predict better adjustment later in life. Dogs that are provided with opportunities to experience and safely encounter a variety of people, places, things, and activities are more likely to be psychologically healthy and confident when they face novelty. Early in the dog's life, there's a critical window of time that we want to take advantage of by exposing them to experiences and situations that they will encounter later in life. It's often recommended that you continue to repeat socialization experiences throughout the dog's life, but small and structured experiences early have benefits in the long term. Always ensure that whatever you do is safe for your dog, considering their status with regard to vaccinations they'll need to develop immunities to common diseases, and always consult with your veterinarian if you are unsure whether a particular experience is safe for your dog. We took some time this week to visit some pet-friendly stores where Star could be exposed to new sights, sounds, and activities. The purpose of these public excursions was mostly to provide an observational experience. We don't want puppies, when they're very young, to be in the middle of the action, but they can still take in information at a distance. We also visited a local baseball field where she had a chance to walk around, sniff, encounter new people, and look at different vehicles on the street. When you're beginning to take trips with a puppy, remember to keep the visits short and positive. Pay attention to your dog's body language and comfort level. You can use high-value treats to create positive associations with the things that they'll encounter if you need to. This is also a good way to practice traveling with your dog while they are secure in their crate. For dogs that are this young, most things that we take for granted are new and unfamiliar, so we don't have to go to extreme lengths to begin this task at this very early age. The list of things to teach your dog at this age is long and can easily feel overwhelming for both new and more experienced trainers. Having said that, let's take a look at 3 important skills that we've been working on over this past week. For most dogs that are going to spend their lives primarily as pets in the home, a certain amount of independence is required. Most people work outside the home for much of the week, and even though we might spend lots of time with puppies when they're young, we have to be careful not to set an unrealistic expectation about what life is going to look like as they get older. Dogs that are not accustomed to being left alone by themselves can develop separation anxiety and serious behavioral problems down the line. So the smart thing to do is to teach your dog that being alone for periods of time throughout the day is not a bad thing and just a normal part of life. First, make sure that your dog's needs are adequately addressed, which means that they've been fed, given a potty break, exercised, and provided adequate mental stimulation. Start to leave your dog in their long-term confinement area for short periods of time throughout the day. Continue about your day as usual, but remain quietly alert to how your dog is doing. If this is difficult for your dog and they begin to whine or show signs of discomfort, you may need to provide some reassurance and make it easier by first spending some time either inside their exercise pen, just outside it, or nearby where you can keep an eye on things. The goal is for the dog to realize that they can relax and settle on their own for periods of time throughout the day. Another important skill for puppies in training is teaching them to offer eye contact when you say their name. This is one of the first training games that I love to teach puppies, and I've been playing with Star. The goal is for the dog to make eye contact with us when we use their name. Once your dog understands how to do this, you will see them beginning to offer eye contact as a default behavior. If you'd like to learn how to teach your dog this behavior, check out my tutorial on that skill, which I will link in the description box and also at the end of this video. Almost immediately from the moment the puppy enters your life, they're going to be handled and touched and pet by all sorts of people. Whether you are doing routine grooming yourself, introducing them to other people for socialization, or going for a checkup at the vet, we'll need to get the dog accustomed to being handled and to even enjoy it and not see it as a threat. Some dogs require regular and extensive grooming, or they live in households with children who might be putting their hands on the puppy. So the way to ensure safety and comfort around handling is to spend some time developing a positive emotional association with those kinds of actions that we know the puppy will face. Puppies at this young age also tend to be quite mouthy, and by showing them that hands are not just fast-moving toys, we can prevent those innocent but dangerous behaviors from escalating or causing harm. And once again, to summarize, the main ideas from this week, we are splitting the work into two categories. One is socialization to novelty that is safe and continuous, and the second set of tasks has to do with introducing these three different life skills. If you've been following this series and trying some of the exercises, let us know in the comments below how it's going with your puppy. In the next few weeks, we'll be taking a look at introducing your puppy to some other important life skills like walking on a leash, working on different positions, and going to their bed on cue, and much more. If you're enjoying these videos, let us know what else you'd like to see and work on And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.